Okay, the next thing we have to do is add these two variables to the composite. Okay, so it's telling us here if we open up the BPEL process and click that X there, we'll get a little window that looks like this, and then we can add new variables. So we have to add two of them, and they're both going to be string type like that. Okay, so one of them is called, down here. So here's the org admin, and then it says add the role approver the same way. Okay, so if we go back up here, we get both names. Alright, so let's go to our thing here, do that. Okay, the variables. Okay, see, you have to click variables before it lights up. Alright, so we'll call this one org admin, and we'll make that a string. Apply. Okay, and then we'll add, click the variables again, add another one, and what was that supposed to be? Role approver. Okay, so role approver is going to be a string. Okay, apply. Okay. Okay, so we got two of those done. Alright, so that part's finished. You can scroll past this. Alright, now here we have to do the embedded Java code. Alright, so let's see, I already have that someplace, I think. Alright, now let's do that. So we go up here, we have to add a drag and drop a Java embedding, and where are we putting it at? We're putting it after the receive input, so that would be here. Okay, we want to go to the Oracle extensions, Java embedding, and then right after receive input. Okay, now we're going to change that name to get assignees info. Okay, then we have to, okay, we can apply there, say okay. Alright, now we have to go get the code. So I have the code already saved somewhere, so let's go get it in our saved thing here. It's going to be, it embeds the code right into the BPEL process. So let's just open that. We can go get the code out of here. So see how it puts it in the get assignees info. So here's our code right here. So we're going to get that. We want to make sure we don't get the C data closing. There we go. Okay. Copy that. Okay, and I think I explained the code in the previous videos that go over this mess. Okay, so that's how we paste the code in. Okay, we can apply. We can say okay. Now what I like to do is just to make sure we can build it. Okay, so we have our deployment. This is going to create a jar file. See if it compiles. Probably won't, I'm guessing. Right, so usually this happens, fail to compile, because we're missing some jar files, of course, that are needed in this code. Alright, so in order to remedy that situation, okay, so here, okay, here's the one I have working. So in this SCA-inf directory, there's a lib. Well, you'll have to create it. There isn't one. Well, in that lib, you need to have these three jars. You can find them in the OIM installed directory. So if you just do a find on these jars on the Unix side, you'll figure out where they are. They're definitely in the Fusion middleware install. So we're going to copy these guys. We're going to go back to the app. I'm going to go here, and this guy, SCA-inf. Okay, here's the lib. Made me a liar. We're going to paste them in. All right, now let's see if we can try that again. Okay, much better, much better. These are normal stuff. They're just warnings, even though that one says it's an error assignee. Well, the assignee is not set on the error in the task thing here. So for the notifications, I believe it is. So you have to assign it, but it doesn't mean anything. We're not really using it anyway. So, all right. So we figured out that part. So let's oh, I put the code in there. I like that. So the code's right there, and here's what it looks like. We do OK, and then here we have to copy the jars, and so we can build. Okay, the next part now is to go in and assign that data on the other side of things. So as a part of the payload. So we have it defined in the composite. Now we have to tell it where we're going to get it and from and put it where we can see it. Okay, so we'll stop the video here and we'll pick up at number 8.